Mike Newell. Newell running a little out, steps out at the 26-yard line. And the flag goes down. A little late hit over here. Well, Papa Christus is charged, number 28, with a late hit at the 30-yard line. That'll whip the ball out to the 40. So the Minutemen will pick up another 15 on the mistake by Papa Christus. The fans didn't like it. They didn't think it was a bad hit at all. But they never do when it's their player. So it comes out to the 41-yard line. O'Connor to the right. I formation. Pedro the tailing back. Hayworth the up back. He throws, intended for Newell on just a little slant right in front of Papa Christus. And he hit him, but on the back trailing arm, and he threw it very hard. Almost too hard to catch, even if it had been perfectly thrown. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Newell has been guarded man-to-man by Papa Christus all afternoon, and Papa Christus has done a pretty good job on him so far. In case you keep track of these things, last time Massachusetts was shut out was against Harvard, 10-0 last year.
O'Connor right, reverse option, going to keep it. McEvely gets 5, gets out to the 45-yard line, 46-yard line, before Steve Duda dumps him, number 77. 4:03, the clock on the run. And Massachusetts trailing it 28-0. Quick explosion in the second period by Villanova gave them 2 very fast touchdowns. McEvely fakes the run to Pedro. Wants to throw a little delay to Cliff Pedro, and Howie Long got a big paw up and batted it away. Pedro had some running room out there. Howie Long, junior from Milford, Massachusetts. Bye on Howie Long.
And if Howie didn't have all those bandages on his hands, he would have had himself an interception. That was right in his fist. Timmy Fontaine back to kick.
Tim Fontaine back to punt, 49.
Fontaine standing at his 20. Sidner will stand at his 20. High floater, knuckler, comes to Sidner at the 25-yard line, fair catch. So the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line, and we'll be back with more action in a minute. And thought things have been going so well for us, maybe I can get over there before they snap it. A lot of enthusiasm here. The Wildcats feeling pretty good about their big lead and about blowing out a team they've had a lot of trouble with the last few outings.
5 yards for illegal procedure.
They lead the series, and they'll lead it even further now. They led it by, I think, 4-3 until today. O'Connor comes wide to the right. He's the only receiver out. I formation has Hayworth and Pedro gets the call. Tough going inside that 10-yard line. He had a 1st and 5 at the 10, and he got inside the 10 to about the 8. Dan Burke, the rover back for Villanova, who has not been in on a lot of tackles today, was in on that one. He's been around the football, but not credited with a lot of tackles. They're making the tackles with the front 5. Again, O'Connor, the only man out to the right. McEvely fakes this time to Pedro, almost falls down, rolls right, wants to throw, and throws it out of bounds. In order to avoid the loss, he intended it for O'Connor. A flag is down in the vicinity of O'Connor and some defenders, and let's see what they're going to call there.
Penalty flags on the
It may be an interference call on Villanova. It would be a very gracious, that's what it is. Somebody got a hand on O'Connor, or the officials felt some mercy here, one of the two. McEvely has everybody in. Hayworth on the wing, gives to Dawson. Dawson piled up on the left side. No running room at all. Handled over there was Mike Barbiaz, along with Carl Nyholm and Steve Wojcik. The strong side of the line, they had them all over there.
Villanova, just as much as Massachusetts wants to score the touchdown, Villanova wants to keep them out. And so far, they show no intention of rolling over on them.
On the 2-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they're up tight. Murray is on the wing now. Rolling left is McEvely. Throws, and he's got his man. He's got Mike Barbiaz from where? Barbiaz with a touchdown. So the Minutemen get on the board. And contingent of fans on the far side cheering for the Minutemen, largely parents and friends, are being booed by some Villanova supporters. The Yellow's kick is out of the stadium, and it's also good. So the score, 35-7 now, as the Minutemen get on the board.
Villanova 35.
And they'll be kicking off to the ever-dangerous Willie Sidnor. And Al Graves, who is a freshman wide receiver, is with him. So they've got the speed back there. Vitiello boots it. Nice boot. Very high. Graves will take it 2 yards deep, and he'll down it.
Borakevich, number 45, the punt for Villanova. Number 20, Kevin Sullivan.
Borakevich can throw the football. He's standing on his 48-yard line. I wouldn't think he'd throw it here. He's going to kick it. Sure enough, he's going to kick it right out of here. Oh, I mean, when it's going right, it's going right. The ball hit on the 2, about a yard inbounds, and kicked 90 degrees left out of bounds. It'll bury the Minutemen. They'll start at their 2-yard line. What a kick. Well, when it's going your way, it really goes. And Borakevich just buried that one. Beautiful.
Head coach Bob Pickett just looked down the sidelines to Tim Fontaine, his reserve quarterback, and said, "Get in there, kid. Good luck, Fontaine. You'll need it."
Bellows Falls, Vermont. 6'3", 195-pounder is in there with a tough chore. He has the freshman tandem behind him, Pearson and Dawson. Gives to Dawson on the dive, straight ahead. And as he goes by, he gets a shot from one of the reserve linebackers. It was Howie Long who gave him the shot. As a matter of fact, he's still in there. So Big Howie, I guess, going to get to play 60 minutes against his Massachusetts cohort.
Number 10, Fontaine, now at quarterback for Massachusetts.
So everybody knew in the game, and Asa Hilliard is in there at tight end for the Minutemen, and he can run and catch. Well, they try it up the middle one more time. Richie Jenkins carried that time, another freshman. Jenkins out of Springfield. A lot of speed. Didn't expect to see him quite this soon in the season.
Third down, 6 to go.
Remember, you lost last week, and next week we got to play BC. Tim Fontaine gives to Jenkins. Check it. Pearson. That was Pearson, and Pearson did not make it. It'll be a 4th down and about 2 yards to go, so Tim Fontaine will now get to punt the football. He'll be standing about 5 yards deep in the end zone.
4th down,
Here's Martin
to go for Massachusetts. Number 10,
for
Fontaine, the punt.
Villanova. Martin is out there,
Number 49, David.
along with Graves, the wide receiver. They're standing inside their own 50-yard line.
Graves back to receive.
Nice punt. Good high spiral. Martin takes it, bobbles it for a minute at the 48-yard line. Now he's got it and he's on the go, and he's hauled down from behind by Marty Paglione at the 25-yard line. Martin can run with it. Dr. Death calls himself. He's a hot dog, too. He's got tape on his tape. Dan Green, our freshman quarterback, has shown up in the game. Thank heaven for small favors. Happened to spot Dan Green in the pregame warm-ups, and I said, who is that kid?
Number 15,
South Jersey Scholar Back of the Year last year he was.